Good day to all my friends here. Welcome to GI Yoga. We are gonna try the shades up, see if that's better. When it's sunny out, it's tricky in here with the lighting. So eventually it'll warm up and maybe we'll move outside, but then we have to deal with lawnmowers and such. So there's no perfect solution to this imperfect world. But that's okay, we're flexible, right? We can adjust and move with the whatever's going on in the world. So, I don't know about you, but for me, this situation has been difficult on my posture. So I've just kind of feel a little beat down. Gonna be honest, it's been tough for some people, a lot tougher for others, and I'm feeling it physically. So that's why we come to yoga to move the body, calm the mind, restore, rest, relax, all those great things, but also strengthen the body, the immune system, and the breath. So, anyway, so today I want to spend some time working on posture. So, if this isn't something that you need, don't worry. It's still yoga and we'll still have a great time. So, I'm going to start in the chair today. You're welcome to sit on the floor or a cushion or however that's comfortable, mostly because sitting in a chair is one of the places that we really let our posture go. So if you have a chair and you want to sit in there, that's great. If you don't worry, we can still do the same things on the floor. So what I want to do is we're going to start with just a body scan. So if you are comfortable, you can close your eyes and just take a moment to check in with the body. Notice where you're holding on to tension. Maybe take a moment and feel what your posture feels like when you're relaxed and not trying to adjust it. And then let's take a moment here to pay attention. So you might see a lot of these postures that we're doing today under different categories, and that is totally normal because different postures can have different effects based on what our intention for that posture is. So when we are opening this is great for the posture, but it's also great for breathing. And then maybe bringing a little love out into the world. So you can see as we go through, you'll be like, oh, we usually do that for this. But again, back to that intention. So our intention is to look at the posture and kind of work with that a little bit today. So let's take a breath. We'll do a little breathing exercise here, and then we will move the body. So we're going to start with our alternate nostril breath today. So if you haven't done that, what we're going to be doing is inhaling and exhaling one side of the nostrils at a time. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it with the hands. So you can take the index and the middle finger, rest it on your forehead, thumb on the right nostril, ring finger on the left. You can also tuck those two fingers in, thumb on the right, ring finger on the left. If that's uncomfortable or the hand is maybe arthritic, you can do whatever fingers work for you, or you can do both hands. So eventually it will feel comfortable however it works for you. The next thing we're going to do is sit up nice and tall. And then we're going to start with an exhale. So closing off the right side, we're going to exhale out the left. And then we're going to inhale left. Switch fingers, exhale right. And then we're going to go back that opposite way. Inhale right. Close off the right side, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left side, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. One more round, inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale left. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Beautiful. Release that hand. Come back to your regular breath. Might need a Kleenex. It has stirred up some stuffiness. So just take a moment and notice how that feels. All right. When you're ready, let's come into some movement here. So what I want to do, I'm going to switch my chair a little bit here. So I'm going to come sideways on the chair so you can see the side profile and see what I'm talking about. So when we're usually sitting in a chair, we kind of slump down forward. What we're going to do today is sit up on the front end of the chair so that most of the thighs are off the chair. Feet are firmly grounded on the rug, the carpet, the earth, wherever you happen to be seated. And then let's do, you guessed it, some cat and cow. So we do cat and cow for so many things, but it feels great for A, warming up, and B, getting those natural curves in the spine. All right, so let's start with our exhale here. So we're going to exhale, round down, tuck the chin. On the inhale, we're going to reverse the curve. So we're going to inhale, come forward, and then looking up. Exhale back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale back. Inhale forward. So we just want to go nice and slow. Just paying attention to the movement in the spine. Beautiful. And then let's come back to that neutral spine. And then again, take a moment, just notice, check in with the body. How does that feel? And then since we're here already in this chair, we're just going to stay in the chair for our next two movements, but I'm going to turn a little bit sideways so I'm not smacking the window. Okay, so let's do our laterals here. So I'm going to bring my left hand on the side of the chair, so we'll center here, keeping the feet on the earth, and then sitting so that most of the thighs are not on the chair. Because once we get there, then we have a tendency to round. All right. So your choice, you can mirror what I'm doing. So this would be your left arm, or you can do what I'm doing. This is my right arm. So inhale, first side. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, second side. Exhale, bring it back. So the other thing we're doing by opening up the sides is giving that spine some more space. So you can keep going while I'm talking. And if we're tight on the sides but open in the back, we're still going to be pulling on it somewhere or compensating somewhere else. All right, last time on this second side. Beautiful. And let's take it a little deeper now. So holding on with the second side, we're going to inhale this first side up and over just as far as is comfortable. So you don't have to go this far, or maybe you are going further. Inhale, bring it all the way back. Inhale. Sorry, that was an exhale. Exhale, bring it all the way back. Inhale, first side. Exhale, first side. Inhale, second side. Exhale, second side. Excellent. And then let's do it one more time, each side, and we're going to pause and take an extra breath. So inhale, first side, pause here. You're going to exhale. And then inhale again. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale up, exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's do the second side. Inhale all the way up and over. Pause here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up, exhale, release. Excellent. All right. So let's come back to neutral spine before we do our twist. So that means our cat and cow. So exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Looking up just as far as is comfortable. Exhale, back. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back to center and let's come into our twist. So we want to keep this twist in the upper quadrant of the spine here. So again, we're going to inhale and lift. On the exhale, I'm going right hand, left knee, left hand behind. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. So you can mirror what I'm doing or doing what I'm doing, which would be to the right, twist to the left first. Inhale back to center. Twist to the right. Inhale, center. It doesn't matter which way you go as long as you do both sides evenly. Excellent. And last time, last side. All right, we're going to do this one more time, and we're going to pause when we're in the twist. So inhale, lift up out of the spine again. Exhale, first side. And we're going to take 2 breaths here. I'll let you breathe on your own. And then when you're ready to come back, inhale back. And then exhale, second side. Take 2 breaths on that side. And when you've completed both of those breaths, back to center. So let's come back to our neutral spine again. So exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And I kind of slid back on my chair, so I'm going to move forward a little bit. And again, you can still be on the floor doing this as well. Excellent. And then release. So let's come, if you have a chair, we're going to do a little forward fold to the chair. So if you want to come up and stand up, if you don't have a chair, if you want to come up to standing to do the forward fold, that's fine. So sometimes when we have tightness in the back, it's because we have tightness somewhere else. So oftentimes that's in the hips or in the thighs. Not always, but sometimes. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to practice our forward fold to the chair. So we want to be probably torso distance back. And let's inhale the arms up. On the exhale, fold forward. And we're just going to bring the hands to the chair, wherever that chair may be. If this is too far, you can use the back of the chair, or you can always bring your hands to your legs. So I want to bend the knees, which you can't see very well, but trust me, bend the knees a little bit. And then exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, moving the legs towards straight. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale towards straighter. Not sure about the grammatical use of straight, straighter, straightest. You can always leave a little bend in the knees when you come towards straightening the legs. All right, and then let's bend the knees a little deeper. We can bring the arms up, come all the way to standing, exhale, and release. Excellent. All right, so let's we'll move the chair out of the way, and let's come down to hands and knees. All right, so we're gonna start with our tabletop. And we're going to come from tabletop to child's pose. Let's see if I move closer. Can you see better? Not really. All right, I'm just going to stay back here so I can't see very well. All right, so tabletop. Take an inhale. On the exhale, sitting back towards your heels. On the inhale, coming back up to tabletop. Exhale down to child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. If child's pose is too difficult, instead of coming down to child's pose, you can come down to puppy pose. Exhale, coming down to child's or puppy. Inhale, coming back up. All right, so we're going to add big movements here. We're going to go tabletop, child's pose or puppy, tabletop, downward facing dog. Okay, so here we go. So we're in tabletop. We'll take our inhale, exhale down to child's pose or puppy. Inhale up to tabletop. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Back down to the knees, tabletop. Back down to child's pose with an exhale. Inhale back to tabletop. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Back down to the knees. Back down to child's pose. Back up to tabletop. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Back down to the knees. And then back down to child's pose. Let's pause here for a breath or two. When you're ready, let's come back up to our tabletop. And let's do our 6 directions here. So that's our cat and cow, our 2 laterals, and then our twists, which we'll do as a gate pose. All right, so cat and cow, we're going to exhale cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. On this next cow, pay attention to your collarbones. Want to pull them forward, looking up towards the horizon. Exhale, cat. Rounding back to cow. All right, let's come back to that neutral spine. And we're going to come into our lateral here. So this left hand stays where it is. We're going to walk the right hand over towards the left, next to it, in front of it, past it, wherever you want to look, or wherever you want to put your right hand. Then we're going to turn and look at that left foot. So feeling that space opening up on the right side body. Let's take 3 breaths here. So we're going to inhale from the fingertips to the toes, and then exhale from the toes to the fingertips. On your own, go for it. And when you've finished your 3rd one, bring that right hand back. We're going to walk that left hand over, next to it, in front of it, past wherever it needs to be. And then we're going to turn and look at that right foot. And 3 breaths on this side, fingertips to toes on the inhale, toes to fingertips on the exhale. 3 times, ready? On your own. Excellent. When you're ready, walk that left hand back. And then let's do a couple cat and cow before we come into our gate pose. So exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Beautiful. And then back to your neutral spine. So let's start with a low gate pose first. So we're going to extend this right leg out to the side. Left hand stays under that left shoulder. On an inhale, let's bring this right arm up towards the ceiling. You can look up at that right thumb or down at the left thumb or anywhere in between, depending on how it feels for your neck. Beautiful. And then let's bring that right hand down, tuck that right knee under, and then going to the other side. Left foot comes out. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, let's bring this left arm up towards the ceiling. And then bring it back on down. Tuck that left knee under, and then we're going to come up to a high kneel. All right, so for our second round of gate pose, I'm going to turn sideways here. You can have your hands on your hips or down your side. We're going to start with the left leg out this time. Excuse me. And left hand on the hip or down that leg. Inhale this right arm up, and then on the exhale, bring that right hand over towards the left foot. A beautiful opening stretch, making space on that right side body. Just don't be pushing hard on that knee. And then inhale up, exhale, release. Tuck that left knee under, extend that right leg out. Right hand on that right hip or down that right leg. Let's inhale this left arm up. On the exhale, bringing that left hand over towards that right foot. And if you can, turning and looking under that left arm. It's going to give you a little bit more in that twist. And then when you're ready, inhale up, exhale down. We'll tuck that knee under. And then let's come up to standing. So if you want, we're going to come down to a downward facing dog to come up. If that is not in your practice today, you can come up to a forward fold. All right, curl the toes under. Inhale, lift the hips up. And let's start with a walk, walking the dog. Bend one knee, extend the opposite heel. And then move towards straightening the legs. You don't have to straighten them all the way. You can keep a little bend in the knees. Push in with the hands, extend the torso towards that back wall. And then you can look up at the hands and step the feet up, or walk the hands back to the feet. All right, so now we're in this beautiful forward fold. Bring the feet in a little closer if you want for balance, or out a little further if you need. Let's take a moment and bend the knees nice and deep here. And then on an inhale, remember what we did with the chair, straighten the legs a little bit. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, move towards straightening. Exhale, bend. Now let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Arms can come out to the side, bend the knees, push in with the feet. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, so here we are, vertical now. So let's come into our warrior one. Okay. So we're going to do a bunch with this. See, when I think about warrior one, I have this nice taller posture. All right, so I'm going to come right about here. Okay, so we're going to do a bunch of warrior ones because I feel like this is a great way to open up the front of the body and also pay attention to where the shoulder blades are and the shoulder joints themselves. All right, so I've talked about the back heart alignment previously, and I've even had a visual, which I don't have today, but that's okay. So what you're doing is softening the top of the shoulders into the shoulder joints, softening them down, and then you're taking, imagine these are shoulder blades like this. We're going to bring the tops open, the bottoms towards each other. So it kind of makes a heart. That's why I call it the back heart. And then this might be one ball too many to imagine, but bringing that point in towards your actual heart or your heart center, because that would be a little lopsided. Okay, so that's your basic general idea. So I'm standing here like this, opening up, and actually opening the palms forward helps me get that nice back heart alignment. All right, let's do our warrior ones and we will strengthen some of those muscles while we're at it. All right, we're gonna turn this left foot out, step that right foot forward, and let's open up the knees a little bit first here, or warm up the knees. So inhale, on your exhale, bend that knee, go sideways. Inhale to straighten. And you don't have to go all the way straight. And if that back knee is bothering you, you can bend it a little bit too. So our inhale, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to bend that leg again and push off, step it back. We'll switch legs, turn that right foot out, step this left foot forward, and let's get this leg going. So inhale here, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Beautiful. And then let's bend that leg, push off, and step it back. All right. So let's add the arms here. So we're going to start with, my favorite. Why not, right? Turn your left foot out, step that right foot forward. And we're going to bring the fingertips together out in front. So on the inhale, we're going to open up the arms and bend the knee. Exhale, bring back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. All right, so we're going to do it one more time on this side. We're going to inhale, open. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. And while we're here, we're activating the spine, those muscles up and down, in between the shoulder blades. So we've got rhomboids and traps. So we want to engage those muscles. Take 3 or 4 breaths here. Beautiful. And then after you finish your last one, bring the arms back in front, drop the arm, push off, step it back. Excellent. If you need to do that anytime, feel free. We're going to turn that right foot out, step this left foot forward, and do the same thing on this side. In front. On the inhale, arms open, bending that front knee. Exhale, bring back. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And then we're going to do it one more time. Inhale, open. And then we're going to take 3 or 4 breaths here, activating those muscles in between the shoulder blades. And then bring the arms back, straighten the leg, drop the arms, bend that knee, push off, step it back, shake the legs out. All right, let's do some more with our warrior 1. All right, so let's start with our left foot forward this time. So turn the right foot out, step that left foot forward. And let's see. We're going to start with that front leg straight, hands up by the shoulders. And we're going to make a pushing movement and bend the knee. So inhale here. On the exhale, bend the knee and bring the arms forward. Exhale, arms come back, straighten the leg. Inhale and exhale. All right, I think the arms and the knees need to move separately or opposite. Okay, so let's try that again. Inhale. On the exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, arms push out. Exhale, arms come back. Inhale, straighten the knee. Okay, that's pretty good. Do that one more time. Inhale. On the exhale, push the arms out. Inhale, arms come back, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Release the arms. Bend the knee, push off, step back. All right, let's try it on this side. Turn that left foot out, step that right foot forward. Start with the hands by the shoulders. Inhale. Let's see, how do we do that? Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, arms go out. Inhale, come back. Nope, got that all mixed up. All right, let's try it again. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, push the arms out. Inhale, bring them back. Exhale, straighten the leg. We'll figure it out. Here we go. One more. Inhale. Exhale, arms out. Inhale, bend the knee. Inhale, arms come back. Exhale, straighten the knee. All right, we got to work on that one. Drop the arms and bend the knee. Step that back. All right, let's do arms up overhead. That'll be our last warrior one. Left foot out, right foot forward. On the inhale, we're going to bend the knee and lift the arms up. And I'm going to say cactus arms today for me. If you want to go straight up by the ears, you're welcome to do that. This is a little bit more of a posture enforcer for me personally. But you pick what works best for you. If you want to go back to arms open, you can do that too. On the exhale, straighten the leg, drop the arms. Inhale, arms come up, bend the knee. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And bend that leg, push off, and step it back. Beautiful. Turn that right foot up, step the left foot forward. Let's do that same thing on this side, or however you were doing it. Inhale, cactus arms, bend the knee. Exhale back. Excellent. And one more. Bend that front leg, push off, and step it back. Excellent. All right, let's get some forward folds in here. So we've been doing a lot of opening, so we want to keep that movement going. All right. So feet are hip-width distance apart, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, whatever's working for you. If you have super tight hamstrings and you have your chair out, you can do this to your chair. All right, so we're gonna do 3 regular and then 3 with the arms up that way, which I think we did the other day, which was pretty fabulous. All right, hands at the heart. Inhale, drop the hands down, arms come all the way up. Exhale, arms out to the side, swan dive, forward fold, a little bend in the knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, bend the knees, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale and exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms come up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. All right, so let's add the arms when we come to halfway lift. All right, and I'm going to switch my arms. You don't have to. You can keep them swan dive out and then up to come out. I'm going to go forward with my arms this time. Yes. All right. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. The arms stay by the ears if you're going this way. Inhale, halfway lift. The arms are going to come up to the sides. Exhale, arms drop down, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up by the ears. Bend the knees all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Kind of like that one. It's a little fun. All right. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, arms out to the side. Exhale, drop the arms, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the ears, push in with the feet. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Uno Mas, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, arms up with the halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the ears, and then all the way up. Palms together, hands to heart. Release the hands. And you know what? Let's take a moment and check in with the body. All right. Let's come into a mountain pose here. In the yoga tradition that I'm in, or lineage if you prefer, we call this samastiti. So it's same. So we're same in the front, same in the back. Not that you need to know that, but that's where we're at. Not as much mountain, but we'll call it mountain because that's what everybody knows. All right, so you can start with toes together, heels apart, or feet hip-width distance apart. So we want to come our first, because we're looking at posture here, the first thing we want to look at is that back heart. So again, softening the shoulders, pulling that shoulder blade bottom point towards the center and in. You can have your palms facing forward if that's comfortable on your shoulders. Soften in the knees. And then I'm going to give you two more things to look at. Hip points come in towards each other. And then that hyoid bone. So it's that horseshoe shaped that's in the throat underneath the jawline that helps you swallow. We're going to imagine somebody's pulling it back and up. So that those 3 points on the body are pretty much your, let's say, ideal posture. Let's take a couple of breaths here and just feel that. Being rooted into the earth, crown of the head soars towards the sky. And then after a couple of breaths here, let's come back to movement. All right, another good thing for our posture is working on our balance. So let's do, what do we want to do first? Let's do up on the toes and then arms come up overhead. So that we call palm tree pose. All right, here we go. So we're going to inhale, arms come up and then up on the toes. Exhale down. This is great for building up strength in the feet. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. The other thing you can do with this is we're going to come up, and then if you can, take an extra breath while you're up. So you come up and then stay up for another breath and then come back down. Again. Beautiful. All right, so let's do our Karate Kid movement, which is also like to call it flying crane. Yes. Okay. So that one looks like this. You lift one knee up, arms come out to the side, exhale down, then switch legs. And this one, if it's more comfortable, your arms can come forward, but I think you look more like a crane with the arms out to the side. But you do what works for you. Inhale, lift the knee, exhale. And again, this one you can add another breath or two or three. You can play with the foot while you're up. Movements around with the ankles. Exhale, release. Yeah. Just watching something fly by the window. One pointed focus. Excellent. All right. Let's do one more. Let's do our tree pose. So if you have your chair handy still and you want to do your tree pose with a chair, you're always welcome to do that, or the wall. If you don't need either or, that's totally great too. So let's start here. So we're going to start with, you can't see my feet. I'm using the chair. We'll just slide back a little bit. There you go. Okay. So starting with right foot, if you're doing I'm doing, or left foot if you're mirroring. And then we're going to take the opposite heel above that ankle. So you can have your chair there. You can just do one hand. And then hands at the heart. And this can be your pose just right here. If you want, you can grow your branches. Arms can come up and out. Whatever that looks like. They can move or they can stay still. You can bring that foot up onto the calf or up above the knee, just not on the knee. And then when you're ready, coming out nice and gracefully. All right, other side, and then we'll come back down to the floor. So this hip is nice and strong. This one is open. Hands at the heart. You can always have a hand on the chair. And stay where you are, or if you'd like, you can grow your branches. If you have your balance, you can bring that foot up. And then coming out nice and graceful. Excellent. Shake the legs out. Move the chair out of the way. All right, and let's come down to the floor. If you'd like to come into a squat, you're welcome to do that. If that's not in your practice today, go ahead and just sit on the floor. So if you're coming into your squat, feet are wide, toes are turned out. And this is another one to really pay attention to your posture here. So knees are wide and pushing the elbows into the knees, palms together, and lifting up out of the pelvis. So a nice, strong, tall spine. When you're ready, coming and sitting on the floor, however you get down there, gracefully falling on the floor. Excellent. All right. So let's come into let's do a wide-legged forward fold here. We didn't do a lot of wide-legged stuff standing up, so let's do it on the floor. So I don't have my mat as a measurement here, but that's okay. So you can keep your legs just as wide as your mat or a little bit wider if that's comfortable. Again, not going any further than is comfortable for you. So we're going to do a little bit of so we did the lateral and we did the twist. So we're going to combine them here while we're in our wide-legged forward fold. So sitting up nice and tall. You're going to inhale, arms come up, exhale, forward fold to the center. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, I'm going over towards the left leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, center. Inhale up, and this time exhale, right leg. Inhale, center, and let's go back to the center. Inhale, forward fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release. All right, from here, I'm going to hold on to this left leg with my left hand. I have socks on because the floor is cold, but if you can, reach your big toe with your fingers. Go ahead and grab on that way. If not, just hold on to that leg with that left hand. So now I'm going to take this right arm and inhale, bring it up, and then exhale, reaching over towards that left foot. Again, just going as far as is comfortable, and then turning and looking up towards that right elbow. So that's our twist and our lateral together. If you want, you can bend that left elbow a little bit more, and that might bring you into this pose a little deeper. Only going as far as is comfortable. On the inhale, Lift that arm to pull up the torso, and then release. And then fix myself. Okay, let's do the other side. So you may notice that one side is a lot easier than the other, or maybe it's very similar. Sometimes we're more asymmetrical than other times. Either way. All right, so let's go to the other side. So grabbing onto that right leg with the right hand, or maybe you can reach that big toe with the two fingers of that right hand. And then I'm going to inhale this left arm up and over. I'm bending my right elbow to come in a little deeper, and I'm going to turn and look up at that left elbow. Beautiful. When you're ready to come out, lift up with that left arm. Inhale and come back down. Excellent. All right, let's come back to center and fix my sack on that side. So I'm going to inhale both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale, and release. Beautiful. Excellent. I'm going to bring my hands under my knees to bring my legs back into center. And then we'll make our way back down onto the floor. All right, hands on the knees. Rolling back onto the flat of the back. I think I just got out of view. All right, so we're going to come into Apanasana first. A couple of choices here. Hands on the knees or hands at it would be the top of the thighs, but it feels like the bottom of the thighs, where the thighs meet the hips, the hip joint. All right, so on the exhale, hands slide up. Inhale, hands slide down, or if hands are on the knees, exhale, knees come in. Inhale, release. So let's do at least 6 of these, maybe more. And go nice and slow. So we did a lot of work. We want to come back to symmetrical. Keeping this dynamic. And switch between the two or find one that you like. And then let's take a pause all together. We'll do some more, so don't worry if you didn't get all 6 in. We're going to inhale, arms come up, feet come up. Exhale, bend the knees, hands come back to the knees. Let's do that 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And let's just do one more. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And then let's do a couple more Apanasanas. At least 3 more if you didn't get 6 in. Beautiful. And then let's bring the feet down to the mat and then extend both legs all the way straight out. So I'm adjusting the shoulder blades as I'm on the floor. And let's do 2 more movements. We're going to do arms up overhead, and then we'll do our wrists after that. So we're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms back down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back down. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And then if you want, bringing the arms out a little bit away from the side so you have a little bit of room. We're going to start with the palms facing down. On the inhale, lift the thumb up towards the ceiling, rolling over the pinky so that the palm faces up. Exhale, palm back to the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And one more for good luck. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Beautiful. And now we're going to come into our relaxation pose. So whatever you need to do to get comfortable, you might still have your chair handy. You can bring your legs up on your chair. Put a blanket under your head or a blanket over you if you're going to cool down a little bit. I'm going to hop up and walk you through a full body relaxation. So, starting with the feet, relax the toes, relax the tops of the feet and the soles of the feet. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees and the space behind the knees. Top of the thighs and the back of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the whole of the spine from the tip of the tailbone all the way to the base of the skull. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy and fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. You are welcome to stay here as long as you need. But when you're ready, beginning to move a little bit, wiggling toes and fingers. Roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, using your upper arm to push up to a comfortable seated position. And to bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way. I'm going to give you your mudra first, and then we'll do our breath. So we're going to take the index finger and the middle finger. It's kind of making a peace sign, actually. Thumb, ring, and pinky are together, fingers are out. So you can lay this on your hand or on your legs, on your lap, or you can bring it out at shoulder height. So this is our uplifting current of energy, our prana mudra. Nourished with uplifting energy, I embrace life wholeheartedly. And it's really good for your posture, right? Relax the shoulders back and down with the spine naturally aligned. Supports the health of the cardio, respiratory, and immune systems. We all need that. Increased breath capacity, that's always good. Enhancing vitality, optimism, and enthusiasm. Who can't use all of those? Awesome. All right, so let's finish with a sun breath, and we'll do sun breath number 4 because the sun is out and there's not a cloud in the sky. So hands on the heart. Inhale, drop the hands down, arms come out all the way around, fingers touch. Exhale, arms come back, all the way around, hands to heart. 3 times. Ready? Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one last time. Inhale. And exhale. And there you go, my friends. Hands together at the heart. As we go forth on this beautiful, gorgeous day, let's go forth with kindness, compassion, and gratitude, not just for others, but especially for ourselves. Namaste. See you next Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time, or Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Awesome. Thanks, guys. See you next time.